Today, I will be reading from Gifts from the Sea by Natalie Kinsey Warnock. I did mention in a previous video that this was one of my favorite books. I mentioned it in my personal attention video where I sang a lullaby and I talked about depression a little bit. And I talked about a scene in this book, so I'm going to read that scene. But first, I'm just going to read the back as well, just in case you want to pick this up. This is the cover. Since the recent death of her mother, 12-year-old Quilla McKinnon has lived alone with her father on Devil's Rock. Her father is the lighthouse keeper, so they can't leave the tiny rock island, and almost no one ever comes to visit. But the morning after a storm, something floats ashore that changes their lives forever. 2 small mattresses strapped together, and inside, a baby. They name her Cecilia, which means a gift from the sea, and call her Celia for short. Celia changes everything and helps heal the hurt left by Quilla's mother's passing. 2 years later, though, the sea brings another stranger, one with a connection to Celia, who could destroy the happiness they've created. Will Quilla be able to keep her fragile family together? So that is the plot of the book. Now I just need to find the passage. The last time I read this 2 years ago, it took me 2 hours. But I don't really sit for that long to read books anymore. I'm very restless. Okay, I found the page, but where does it start? Oh, here we are. Once, for no other reason than that he was lonely, a ship's captain had anchored off our island and spent the evening with us, dazzling us with tales of his travels in the South Seas and around the Horn. As he was leaving, he held out his hand to me. In his palm was an orange ball. "For your girl," he said to Mama, smiling. I just stared at the object in his hand, not knowing what it was, but knowing that I wanted it. "You may take it, Quilla," Mama said gently, and I'd lifted it from his palm as if it were made of glass. Mama took a knife and peeled off the outer layer, revealing a small ball inside. Mama pulled pieces off the ball, and I began to cry, thinking she'd broken my gift from the captain. Mama held out one of the pieces toward me. "Taste it," she said. I bit into it gingerly, and sweet, tangy juice flooded my mouth. I was so startled I sat down, and Mama burst out laughing. "It's an orange," she said. It was rare that we ever saw fruits or vegetables on our table. Mama had tried growing a few vegetables on the only patch of soil that the island possessed, but it was the bruising wind and punishing salt spray. All that survived was a few lettuce leaves and a radish or two. I ate the orange slowly, savoring every bite, and licked my fingers when it was gone. Nothing before or since has ever tasted as wonderful as that orange, and the thought now came to my mind: Celia would never get to taste an orange. So that is the scene I think about every single time I eat an orange or a clementine. And I ate one yesterday, so I was thinking of this. And then it came to my head that I should read the scene from this book. So, this is a really good book. And I'm sorry if I stuttered. I'm not really good at reading out loud things. The cut in the video was because I messed up. I pronounced a word wrong, so I just wanted to redo it. So I really recommend that you read this book.